Chess One on Tuesday, January 7, 2014. Again, please pardon my voice as I'm working through a sore throat here. But S&P 500 next daily time frame. Again, price became too extended from the 200-day moving average on New Year's Eve. You can see price, 200-day yellow line extended. But we saw this little shallow blip. I'm hesitant to even call it a pullback, and that might be all she wrote. That's it. You can't just assume that means we get a precise test 200-day. And really, in the past 10 to 20 months in the market, we just haven't seen that 10% correction. So that means we've seen a bunch of shallow pullbacks. So you have to keep that open mind, especially with today, the kind of rally that we saw. The Dow, I think, finished up triple digits. This might have been all she wrote, so to speak, and we're going to go to 1850 and 1900 in the S&P. If that's the case, though, I'm hesitant to say it's going to be the broad-based energetic rally. I've been in the camp. We've been in this kind of narrowing, uh, you know, market for a while now in terms of individual price action. It's been a little bit helter-skelter in terms of which stocks and sectors are working at any given moment. Lots of fits and starts, if you will. So I think that's all the more reason just to continue to stay selective and be precise in your approach. I'll have some ideas in a moment, but some points of concern. Obviously, Netflix, just a monster marquee name throughout 2013, but it did break this rising channel to the downside. So just be careful bottom picking Netflix for now. No one knows exactly where it's going to bottom. Momentum can cut both ways. Twitter, also another point of concern today, down big today. But of course, names like Google up nicely, one high tight consolidation after next. So uh, you can't be too inclined to pick your bias. If you want to be a bear and you're only looking at Netflix and Twitter, then you're ignoring Google. So you got to keep that in mind. So anyway, some ideas into tomorrow. Shutterstock, it broke out from this base and kind of basing again. So I do like Shutterstock, SSTK, and any further strength. Chipotle Mexican Grill, I like above 537. Nice kind of base here. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought it would, but it's still looking nice and tight. So Shutterstock, Chipotle Mexican Grill. I hope some of you got Workday. It's a name we've been talking about for a while. Broke out nicely today. See if it can hold 86 and then maybe get another entry there. In it, ADSK, decent long setup, not great, decent long setup, like it above 50. CT, constant contact, similar kind of look to Shutterstock, kind of the base over base action there. Star, formerly SFI, a name we're long inside 12631, nice kind of high tight base here. Just want to see it kind of take out this 1465, 1465, 1470 pivot. That area should be good for unlocking some upside there. And if you're looking for kind of a small cap interesting play, the street.com, the Kramer site, popped up on a couple of screens today. Just the uptick in buy volume. Not sure if there was news on it, but maybe if you're looking for this kind of action, low price, kind of fast moving kind of stuff, take a look at TST above 250. I think that might be able to work there. Again, other points of concern though, the big banks, Goldman, Bank of America. I mean, Bank of America still is broken out from this pattern, but bearish engulfing candle probably means, Bank of America, Goldman, the XLF ETF, you can see working through this rising wedge, just the potential to break down. I think the big banks are really finally are at kind of going to be that do or die juncture. I know I've been waiting for that for a long time now with Goldman. Goldman's it kind of been in that running rising wedge since 2011, but I still think in the first quarter of 2014 we should get some more clarity in the situation for the big banks and Goldman and the like in terms of their next big directional move. But they were, as a whole, to be more actionable here, there were some of the weaker spots in the tape as far as the areas that the bulls were looking for to lead the market going higher. Coffee pulled in today. Want to see this 23 area hold. That 22 has to hold, or the whole thesis starts to crumble. Some aggressive profit taking. It looks like it's a volatile commodity. That's to be expected. Keep an eye on the gold miners. They're kind of sneakily tightening up here. So we'll see if GDX ETF for the gold miners can get back above 22, and that might give you or give me at least a shot, another playing nugget for some leverage there, triple levered long ETF. We had some good success with this over the summer inside 126 run last summer. Natural gas all over the place, just a mess. Same thing with coal. Disappointing action in the coals. A&R, Walter, disappointing to see that. You just let him come in. Same kind of thing with Netflix. I'm not looking to call the bottom. Let him come in. Let him find organic buyers. Then we can step in and hopefully kind of turn them back up. And if they are really crumbling here, then we don't get caught up in it. But natural gas, the integrity, this kind of bull flag, it's still intact. It's just all over the place. It's a commodity. Again, just like coffee. Any of these commodities I talk about, they're going to be all over the place. You just want to try to get the thesis right and kind of stay patient, but stay disciplined with your stop loss. I'm not saying to disrespect your stop loss. I'm just saying expect a lot of intraday flopping around like a fish out of water. Try to see the big picture perspective. There, a couple short ideas to follow up on. Starbucks still trying to hold the line. It's a tough one to kind of break down. Forward, though, I do think it's a short idea, and you can see today was really an ugly candle for Ford. So hope you find those ideas useful. Again, nice market rally overall when you look at the Dow, but indeed there were plenty of mixed spots, I think, across the board. Momentum names, banks, what have you. So I hope you find those long ideas useful and those short ideas useful as well.